Back in the war days, Abe's unit discovered a collection of famous paintings. They made a pact that whoever survived until the end would get this fortune. The names on the list passed away one after another, and now only Abe and Burns are left. Eager to get his hands on the paintings sooner, Burns hired a hitman to assassinate Abe. First, the hitman dripped poison into Abe's dentures and set an alarm. He seems to have a bit of smarts. The second time, they pretended to be family coming to visit Abe. As soon as Abe stepped out the door, a throwing knife came flying. Luckily, he reacted quickly enough. They had to come up with a more elaborate plan. The third time, the hitman started wildly spraying bullets in the nursing home. Abe fled all the way to the nurse's station. The nurse comforted Abe, telling him to calm down, saying she'd handle it. Terrified, Abe went home and told his family everything that had been happening lately, but no one was willing to believe him. Everyone only cared about who would share a room with Abe that night. In the end, they all agreed he'd stay with Bart. Abe also confided everything to Bart. At first, Bart wasn't interested. Abe pulled back his wrinkles to show off his tattoo, proving it to Bart. But Bart just wanted to sleep. He had just laid down when a hole was sawed through the wall. Burns kept inching toward Abe, demanding the safe's key. Bart finally believed it. All of this was actually real. He said they'd never give it to him. The next second, Abe handed the key right over to Burns. The health inspector raided Moe's tavern, but before even starting the inspection, he threatened to shut down this dump forever. Turns out it was a false alarm. He and Moe were good friends. They started the routine check.
Free from infestation check. Sanitary utensils check.
The way to inspect if the food was healthy was simply to eat it. As a result, the inspector died from food poisoning. A new inspector was quickly appointed. Moe's tavern had serious health and safety issues. All areas of the tavern needed sanitation improvements. Because the previous inspector's body was still lying on the floor, they forcibly shut down Moe's tavern. Homer was actually the saddest one. He even borrowed a large sum of money to help Moe reopen the bar, using his own house as collateral. The next day, after Marge received the mortgage statement, to prevent Moe's tavern from going bankrupt, she had no choice but to stay and become a partner. She told Homer to go home to cook and take care of the kids. With Marge's help, Moe's bar underwent upgrades and renovations, attracting many social celebrities. But as the tavern's business got better and better, Marge spent less and less time at home. Homer started to feel a hint of crisis. He wanted to strengthen some affection with Marge, but Moe's call interrupted everything. Marge became obsessed with talking work with Moe. Homer had to ask Marge out to the movies again, but unexpectedly, Moe was at the theater too. Marge shared everything about Homer with Moe. Homer started to worry. Marge even took off her wedding ring. Homer had to do something to save his marriage. Marge, worried the kids would miss the school bus, yanked them up in one go. She brushed both their teeth at the same time, changed clothes while going down the stairs, and stuffed breakfast straight into their mouths. But they still missed the bus. Marge drove to catch up with the bus, but the driver thought she was trying to race him. The kids on the bus got instantly excited. Marge hit the gas, forcing the bus to stop, and told the kids to hurry on board, but they were already at the school gate. After Bart and Lisa got on, the driver noticed there was a new student on the list, so he set off again to pick them up. The kids were all curious about the new classmate. Watching the new kid sitting alone, Lisa wanted to help them fit in, so she went over to say hello, but unexpectedly, the new kid punched her. Lisa's eye turned black and blue. Marge comforted her, saying, finding common interests might help you build a friendship faster. The next day, Lisa was surprised to find Francine also liked dolls. The one she was holding was the same as the one in Lisa's locker. It turned out it was Lisa's doll. Francine bit off the doll's head, then stuffed Lisa right into the locker. Lisa wasn't the only one in there. Lisa had to find the school bullies to get bodyguard services. As payment, Lisa would give them lunch and showed them the bruises on her body. They were amazed by the bruises, but when they heard who did it, they turned Lisa down flat. They never fought girls because they bite, kick, and scratch.